Hello, UCAR. Peter Christensen here, coming to you from the CEO's desk. We're going to continue on with talking about contract law, and going to hit a topic you've probably heard of at some point. I'm guessing it's in the licensing curriculum, and it's the Statute of Frauds. And the reason we talk about the Statute of Frauds, what the Statute of Frauds is it is a legal doctrine that says certain types of agreements, which could constitute a contract, must be in writing to be valid and enforceable. Now, there are exceptions to when they can become binding through actions of the parties, but we're not going to go into that. We're just going to talk about the basic structure, and that is, or the reasoning and how it pertains to real estate. Well, the reasoning is these deals are important, have enough clout to them that we need them to be in writing. And one of those is the sale of real estate. Has to be in writing. Now, we have a REPSI, but this comes into play because the elements of the contract, the components of the contract we want in writing as well. And the world is changing with all this digital. I think there's an old case somewhere that says that telegraphs can be, that's how old these laws are. Well, now we've got email. We have all these digital components to how we communicate, and so there are cases all over the nation that are dealing with whether or not emails, texts, that kind of thing can be considered a written document for purposes of, say, the statute of frauds or acceptance of contracts. So be really careful and try to do everything in the REPSI. Try not to convey too much information or rely on it being in an email or a voice conversation and having it be binding. We talked about the four corners of the contract in an earlier episode. And do we call these episodes? And that's part of it. Is it needs to be in the contract, and that's where the courts will look. So statute of frauds covers real estate transactions, so the conveyance of land, but it also covers leases that are beyond a year. So you can actually have a verbal lease for less than a year, and it can be binding. Hard to prove the deal, but it can be binding. But beyond that, beyond a year, it must be in writing. Now, they should all be in writing. Let's just put that out there. You want to protect yourself, put them in writing. But and then there are other deals, other subject matter that have to be in writing to be considered a valid contract, but we're not going to go through those. Those are the two that really pertain to real estate most directly. Remember, this is not legal advice. This is legal information only. If you need specific legal advice, please contact your attorney.